My name's Kari Webb, and although I've been a chemistry teacher at Spirit Lake High School for a decade, last year I had a different role. I had the pleasure of coordinating one of the most amazing experiences in project-based learning that I have ever seen. The story begins in 2011 when we launched a small-scale pilot project to introduce a couple of different aspects of 21st century learning for our students. We looked at internships, we looked at blended learning, and we looked at interdisciplinary project-based learning in our pilot project in the spring of 2011. Well, it was such a success that the question began to be raised, how do we bring these aspects of 21st century learning to the entire school? Let's not stop at just 20 kids and 2 teachers. Let's involve all 400 of the Spirit Lake High School students, and let's involve every single teacher, every single staff person in an immersive project-based learning experience. But how do we do that? Asking that question led to the concept of January Live. For 15 days last January 2012, every learner was involved in immersive project-based learning. Many of the classes were interdisciplinary. Many of the classes featured competency-based education pathways. 45, nearly half of our seniors experienced an off-campus internship in which they earned credit by working alongside a business partner, a workplace mentor, and not just a sit and listen and watch internship, but a project-based internship based off the model of High Tech High in California. I cannot begin to tell you how this transformed teaching and learning in our school. Suddenly, the teachers were taking the role of learning architect, educational designer, coach, mentor, guide, and the learners stepped to the forefront of their experience. It was an incredible journey. We learned a lot along the way, but I am confident that what we learned in January Live is going to have an impact throughout the entire district, and it garnered the attention of many educators statewide as we all began to ask ourselves, how can we bring this enthusiasm for learning to our students, not just during January term, but day in, day out?
Hi, my name's Nick Wetzler, and I'm a senior here at Spirit Lake High School. And last January, I took a class called Rube Goldberg, and our objective was to create a machine that included 20 different forms of energy changes, and the main goal at the end was to have it inflate a balloon and then pop it. And my group and I were able to, I had a group of like 3 other people with me, and we were able to do that. And I really liked the class because it involved a higher level of thinking, and it wasn't the same as just reading out of a textbook, and yeah.
I'm Marcy Taves, and I'm an English teacher at Spirit Lake High School, and I'm a part of a new class called Core Academy here, and we've come up with a class that includes English, geography, and earth science in a competency-based type learning. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about competency-based and what that means for us. And basically this summer we came up with a lot of different rubrics based on standards that were set up by the state of Iowa. And our goal in the class is that every student become competent in the earth science, geography, and English goals that we set for them. The kids are moving at their own pace. It's very self-directed. It's very real-world learning for them. And again, I think the most important part for us is that they're able to move upon mastery. So instead of sitting there and waiting for the rest of the kids to sort of understand things, the kids who get it are able to move on to the next competency, work through those things, and go, I guess, even further than they would have been able to go in a regular classroom.
Core Academy, 1/3 of it is it's project-based. It's based on their own ideas, based off their passions. They come up with a driving question, give a project proposal plan, and it's based on real-world problems that they need to try to solve. And in solving those, they have to research where does the problem stem from, who's affected by it in the geography part, where is it affected, and it's based off of earth science and geography and English part. For every project, there's a writing component that they choose, and there's rubrics for those, whether it's narrative or research or other options that they have. There's a technology component that they have to use. And again, there's a checklist of things that they can use. There's also a lab component for the earth science part of it. Sometimes it's given to them and they can choose that option, or other times they design their own lab based on what needs they see, and they link it to their project.
One of the nice things about competency-based education at Spirit Lake is we've been able to take a lot of the concepts and content that comes in the Iowa Core and put it in an online setting, essentially flipping the content so that the students can come to our class, work on the project-based aspect of it, and still get all the essential concepts from that online class period, which I can still monitor, I can still grade, give feedback, meet with them, see what they need help with. And if there are different skills and concepts that they need help with from that online part, I can take them out of the classroom setting and work individually. So it's really self-paced and it's more personalized with what I can do with them.
My name is Josie Hoyne. I'm a sophomore here at Spirit Lake High School, and I'm speaking on behalf of an American history project that we did this year. It was a local history project, and we connected both of our American history and English classes. One thing that we really liked about doing a project is we were able to take the project, by the reins and go out into our own community and really discover things for ourselves instead of, just taking the teacher's word for it, sitting in a classroom and taking notes. It gives us a good opportunity to go and learn stuff ourselves and share maybe with our teachers stuff that they hadn't known before. It gave us a chance to learn about our community.
Hi, I'm Jenna McCoy, and I'm a sophomore here at Spirit Lake High School. And this year I am in physics and chemistry, and we are doing competency-based learning, which is where you have to meet certain goals in order to pass. And I really like this because it makes you actually have a purpose to learning. You can't get out of there until you meet these goals. And it's really nice because then you also have to retain the information because you could be reassessed on it later.
Hi, I'm Baron Gustafson. I'm a sophomore at Spirit Lake High School, and this school allows me to have a chance to work with 3D animation and rendering, VREP, in a program called Blender. I get my own class time with a team of 5 other students, and we kind of experiment and use Blender in educational ways that weren't previously thought of.